going on, everyone? Carlos here, Disney World Freak. Welcome to the year in review. It is the final episode of Shooting the Breeze for 2020. What a year it has been. What a experience it has been on YouTube and the year in general. Well, we know about the year in general, but for myself, I'm telling you what a year it's been. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you who's been here every show and the ones that have come and gone. I appreciate every single one of you. As always, The Live Place. Go check out Dean at The Live Place, theliveplace.com, home to all the family-friendly streamers on YouTube. Don't know what you want to watch. Don't know who's on, what time they're on. Go check out Dean at theliveplace.com. Also, check out The Live Place on YouTube and Dreamers Empire as well. Big shout out to my partner channels. Pete McDevitt live with his YouTube creator interviews on Wednesdays and Sundays, and football on Mondays and Thursdays. Well, Pete's live every day, so go check out Pete. Also, This Our Dreams, my brother, my partner channel, Jeff and Angela. Go check them out live on Thursdays with Myers and the Mouse, and live on Saturdays on their own show at 11 a.m. So go check out This Our Dreams. And yeah, what do I got? I got banners to move real quick. Need that. I don't like these blocks. StreamYards have done some new stuff. They let you pick now blocks. What do you want? Oval? Do you want bubble? I like the bubble. All right, let's leave the bubble. I'll go back here. Let's bring these guys in because why are they sitting in the back when I can bring them in? My partner channel and the chief moderator.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. The wedding planner and the great Marco. Wait, we didn't we agree, Jeff, before I get any further, but we did agree that Marco was participating in this wedding arrangement, right? He's providing the fireworks.
Marco is in charge of everything pyrotechnic.
That's right. So, that's what it was. Yes. All the pyrotechnics are coming from the great Marco.
Absolutely.
That's right. Marco, I started to fill in Marco off stream, but we can always, fill him in as we go. Yeah. What's going on, man? Oh, men. There's Jeff.
I am actually getting ready to go to dinner. I have dinner with the DePhilly crew tonight, so I probably won't be able to stay on as long as I normally do.
No worries, man. Thanks for popping in at all. I appreciate it. You know that. I can't find Marco's banner now. It's one of those days. I won't even get in the chat yet. Can't even get to the chat because I'm not getting into the chat until I find Marco's banner. And I have no idea where it went. No idea. Look at this.
I should get a pen and paper, just kind of scroll across myself.
You all know StreamYard. You all know StreamYards. So you know where these banners are. And for some reason, I cannot find Marco. Why can't I find Marco? I didn't delete it. Oh, there it is. Right on the Jeff. That's already highlighted. Where was I scrolling? I have no idea where I was scrolling to. No idea. Is there anybody in the chat? Should I say hello to anybody?
Yeah. Elena.
Yeah, there's a few people in chat.
The great Marco's here.
The great Marco's
Christine
here.
Hickman.
Elena, thank you for being first. Here we
John
go.
Surfbum.
Elena, welcome in. Great Marco, what's going on? Elena again. Aloha.
Rob Fuzz as well is in the chat. Hi,
Rob Fuzz.
Slow Tuesday. Christine Hickman, welcome in. John, what's going on? Thanks for popping in, guys. Rob Fuzz, my man. What's going on, buddy? Saying hi to everybody. Nice. Yes, year in review. It is coming to an end, 2020. It's been a crazy year or what, guys? Catherine Wilby, welcome in. Catherine's here. Catherine had a great time on dance stream. It was her first time watching a dance stream. Catherine, they're not all like that. They're really not. Give Dan a chance. I know you had fun watching, but Dan puts out some great content. They're not all as wacky as that one was. That was just I'll take all the credit for that one, I guess, but I don't know. So 2020, between me deciding to say, hey, I can give this YouTube thing a shot, and then pandemic came, and then heart attack came, then Disney came, hanging out and meeting everybody. Team Marie Place, what's going on, Tina? Laurie Jean, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I am working, so I am Ninja. Ninja. Got 2 ninjas for Christmas. Not 1 ninja, but 2 ninjas. Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
I thought 2020 was a great year, actually. Not with everything that happened, but everything that did actually happen. We met so many great people this year in the parks, at our house. I don't know. I just thought 2020 was a really good year for us. And I'm just trying to make lemonade out of lemons. But,
I think you're right. I mean, for this community that we have on YouTube, because it's been a lot different this year, and it's been difficult to sort of socialize physically for a lot of us. I mean, all of us in the UK, obviously, we can't get over there to be with you guys over in America. And, this year has been good in that respect, in that I feel we've all got a lot closer as an online YouTube community. I'm talking about the wider kind of Disney community. I think we've really kind of come together this year, really pulled together, and I think it's been quite therapeutic for a lot of people as well who have been self-isolating or not been able to get out, to be able to have this interaction, this contact with people over YouTube. So in that respect, I think that's been really positive in 2020.
I agree. I mean, 150%, Mark. I mean, like I said, I started March 21st. I mean, we're coming up to a year. This is episode 41 already. March 21st, I decided to give this right here a shot. My face being on YouTube and everything. Because, and I've said it a million times, because of wanting to, hang out with people. I was sitting on the couch yesterday with Suzanne. I was just laughing, watching myself back then. And I told her I need to make a list of not how many times, but who's been on, when, and how many times they've been on. I went back to, it was my 3rd show when I finally got him and his wife on, Jeff and Angela. And I was excited about that. Just like my 2nd show, when Dan decided to come on, and we did a food show. I mean, these are all people that we enjoyed watching. At the time, it's like, oh, this is our dreams. We're watching them. It's great. I'm excited. They're coming on to hang out with me on my stream. Who would have thought that 9 months later, like you just said about meeting people, in Disney at his house, who would have thought 9 months later that we'd be, having pizza at his house? The daughters would be messaging each other back and forth. This community in 2020 has grown. It has grown immensely. Tom Baker, welcome in. I know I highlighted you, but I never said anything. Tom, thanks for being here. And I should have shut notifications off on this phone, because now it's going to keep going off. But who would, and not only Jeff, but Mouse Talk and you. I mean, I've always talked about you, Mark, and how gracious you were to always welcome everybody in Resort TV One streams. Who would have thought 9 months later you'd be hanging out, almost every week with us here? All the following in the UK. We all know about the ones we watch here in the States, and how many people from across the pond that I know besides you, Dan, and Dougie? Now there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many, and so many of them are here. Tom Baker, hasn't missed a show in a long time. And so yeah, it's a major positive. Always a pleasure, buddy. Thank you, Tom. It is a big positive from 2020. But there's a lot of negatives. We know that. The heart attack was one of them. Actually, there isn't many negatives. I guess the pandemic and the heart attack for me, but I came from Europe. I did my job, DNA test. But yeah, 41 shows. 41 shows, and a whole bunch of people have been on. been a great time, and hoping 2021 will be just as fun. You know, the 1 year anniversary is coming up. Episode 52 will be here soon. Got some plans for that. We'll see how that goes. My wife's called me crazy for the ideas I have, but
Yeah, I saw you guys got on a little bit of a squabble on my Facebook post the other what was it, yesterday?
yesterday with the
Homecoming dessert?
homecoming no, the what was it, the
Oh,
deviled eggs,
the eggs, yeah.
the eggs,
The appetizer,
yes.
yeah.
She wouldn't let me get them. I don't care what she says. That was her fault.
Oh, well, you'll have to come back down. We'll get some.
Working on it. Believe it or not, the conversation before I came on stream just about an hour ago was DVC.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That was the conversation. Who's texting you to get off? Get off the stream.
Russ.
So where you guys going for dinner?
If you ask me, I'm gonna say Sana. If you ask Ron, he's gonna say Santa. So
that was his. I thought she said that was bull BS. I saw that real quick. That was his fault. He likes to blame me for everything. No, not everything. Just what needs to be blamed. Ryan Bluefield, what's going on, buddy?
hi, Suzanne.
No, I told it. We told her because we knew we couldn't eat that much. So it was like, all right, do you rather have the dessert, which we hear is great there, that cake they have,
Hummingbird cake.
the hummingbird cake, or do you rather have, which we ended up getting for free and paying for a piece? She still ordered a piece. Or do you rather have the appetizer? She picked the dessert, knowing I don't eat desserts, except for all the cookies she's been making. I haven't stopped eating cookies. She learned how to bake, and that's all I'm doing now is eating cookies.
I will say this: we did order. We ordered another appetizer too. I forgot what Angela ordered. Something weird that. Oh, the hush puppies. She ordered the hush puppies. I ordered the eggs. But we ended up taking. Zach was the only one that finished his whole meal. I ended up taking probably 3/4 of mine home. Abby probably took 3/4 of hers home, and Angela took a lot of hers home too. So,
Oh, I can. Yeah,
that's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food. Share a plate. 2020 was a rough year. Lost my grandma and my mother-in-law within a month of each other. Sorry to hear that, Christine.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
I followed 5 to 6 Disney-based YouTubers for years since March 2020. Now I watch probably 30 to 40 creators. Yeah, it's been that kind of year. Marco, you've been around for a while. I mean, Jeff, you as well, but keep the crazies coming, Catherine. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. But have you noticed the spike in Disney YouTube creators in the last year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
But also in the people that are interested in watching that kind of content. I mean, you take Resort TV1, for example, they're on 120,000 subscribers now. Back in March, they were on 40, something like that, 40, 50. So, they've gained so many subscribers during this pandemic. So there is obviously a desire, because people are stuck at home, they can't get to the parks. They want to have that Disney content, that live kind of environment. So, yeah, I think there's definitely been a growing appetite for that kind of content, and as a result, the more creators have kind of come online and started doing more Disney-related stuff. So yeah, it's really taken off this year. It really has.
Do you think
it's a real addiction? I think it's a real addiction. Like,
yeah,
we're blacked out until January 3rd, and I'm like so antsy to get back into the park. I'm just so antsy to get back in the park. And there's going to be park hopping when I get back too. So it's going to make it even better.
I think as well, Disney is such an escape from everything. There's no politics with Disney. There's no COVID. There's nothing. I'm not talking about the parks, but just Disney itself. It's an escapism. People, I think, this year have needed to be able to escape from whatever's going on around them. And Disney is one of those things that it's just pure escapism. You can put a Disney movie on and just be kind of completely engrossed in that and not have a care in the world for a couple of hours. And I think that's kind of the appeal of Disney in times like this, in times of crisis and pandemics.
Troy, yes, welcome in. Walt, here's the birthday boy. Welcome in, Walt. Miles
Half
Talk.
a century.
Walt turns 50 today.
Happy birthday, Walt.
I sent you the link, Walt. I know you asked. I think that was you that asked. Marco, that was him that asked, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
All right. So the link's there, Walt, if you want to come in real quick. I know I'm sure you're busy for your birthday, buddy. But I mean, that usually happens late at night. I mean, the end of the birthday celebration.
Hey, Tracy.
Tracy Glenn, what's going on, buddy? Troy S. I did welcome Troy S. And Marco or Jeff, again, either one of you. I was going to ask was, do you see it calming down once the UK's allowed back over? Isaac Neal, what's going on, buddy?
What calming down?
The YouTube creators.
No.
Yeah, how many there is? Alex, the filmmaker, what's going on, buddy?
No. I think if you're already a creator, you're going to continue to create. And I think all this creation is leading to other people saying, yeah, I can do that. I want to be a creator too, which I am fine with people creating. I have no problem with.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a whole new audience that have come to kind of appreciate Disney during this pandemic as a result of creators and things on YouTube. And so I think it's going to continue. There's going to be more desire for Disney-related content going forward. And I think things like Disney Plus, of course, that's kind of really exploded in the last year as well. I think that's kind of raised Disney's profile quite a lot and has allowed people to kind of perhaps rediscover not only just, original content, but Disney films that they've not seen in years, that kind of nostalgic elements of Disney as well. So I think it almost feels like a bit of a kind of a renaissance, a bit of a revival of Disney, I think, has happened. So I can only see that kind of continuing in the next year or so, more creators doing more stuff.
Do you think it's a faith, hope in Disney, aka Barbara? Barbara, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Or you think the market's being flooded now?
I think there is a danger that the market can become flooded because there are a lot of Disney YouTubers out there. And I'm not saying they're in competition with each other, but, if you've got somebody that's putting out videos and live streams kind of once or twice a week versus somebody that's maybe only putting them out once a month, there is going to be that, you could literally turn on YouTube right now and find some Disney content. You wouldn't be able to watch it all. There's probably a couple of Disney live people streaming right now. I don't think there's going to be a time where you can physically watch everything that everybody's putting out Disney related. So, yeah, I mean, some channels are going to make it. Other channels are just going to kind of trickle along a little bit, and others might fizzle out. But people are still going to do what they want to do. And if people are not doing it for the numbers and the subscribers, if people are just doing it because they love Disney and they don't care if they get just 5 people watching, well, let them do that.
Right.
Do it.
Because that leads me to what I was going to ask you about. That was when you said, how many are going to make it or not. What do you consider make it? Are we talking Resort TV 1, hiatus, or are we talking, Jeff and Angela, Disney Dan, Miles Talk?
Well, I think make it, because obviously, if you want your channel to do well, you've got to put the time and the effort. And you see that on these channels that are doing well. They're putting the time, they're putting the effort, they're putting content out, on a regular basis. And I think that there will be some channels that it's more difficult for them to do. I mean, obviously we do have quite a big Disney community here in the UK that are doing stuff, but it's difficult for them to put out fresh content because at the moment they can't actually get to the parks. So there is always that kind of competition for fresh and original content.
Yeah, I think I've made it already. I'm there. I'm happy where I am. No, but it's like you said, and it's true. 2020 has brought out so many different, not so many different people. Well, yeah, it is. It is because everybody. I look at it this way: everybody I used to see in the chat, I bring, to this guy up here, Tracy. Tracy was in the chat just like I was, and he was on stream with me a couple, right at the beginning. And he's got his channel now, and nothing wants to light up for me. He's got his channel now. You got him. Speaking of the devil, you got this guy. Thanks for dressing for the occasion. I appreciate it.
Was I supposed to have a tuxedo on?
Oh, something.
At least
Or
the
was I
top
supposed to
hat.
be in my birthday suit? If I got to get in my birthday suit, I'll be right back.
Well, that's well. I'm hoping that's what Walt shows up in. I mean, it is his birthday. But no, you got guys like this guy below, who started his channel too, and is doing what he does. You got people like Russ. I only speak for myself when I say what I'm doing it for, and I'm sure others are doing the same. But I really think it's people that are really trying to make a buck out of it is going to flood this market.
I do it just to embarrass Kenzie.
You have to realize, though, there's not a lot of money in YouTube until you're big. It's like I'll be lucky if I'm making 10 cents a video.
Yeah, but how many people don't realize that when they start?
Yeah, I and we don't do it for the money. We don't offer the memberships. I don't want anything to do with all the money. We're not doing it for the money. We're doing it for the fact we're doing it so the people that can't get to the parks can enjoy the parks. That's why we're doing it. We're doing it for the friendships. We're doing it. We're meeting people. There are a lot of people doing it for the money.
A lot of people are trying to do it for the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, there's no way you're going to make, unless you're like up there, like million subscribers, you're not going to get that. And even if you look at it, some YouTubers are celebrities in that certain sect. I can go down to New York City, walk right next to a YouTube celebrity and have no idea who it is, unless I'm walking with guys in my community.
Well, listen, Suzanne cracks the same joke. We walked by Walt and Melissa. I didn't even recognize him. And this was a month ago. She's the one that recognized. She's like, hey, look, there goes Walt. I'm like, where? I'm like, oh, walked right by him. Faith says, what makes content interesting, and of course, that's not, I can't read this. There it is. What makes content interesting for me is that the creators are so unique. They may bring the same content, but with their own spin to it. There's something for everyone.
Right.
Very
That
true.
is
Very true. Who is this? Oh,
Barbara.
Oh, look, Andy's got a shirt on. That's no fun.
You're supposed to be in your birthday suit, Walt.
It's no
birthday suit.
fun. Happy birthday, Walt.
Happy birthday, Walt.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
I'm like, this isn't Shep Stream. We don't sing here, but
No, we don't sing.
no, we
So
don't.
what's
Thank
it
you.
like?
How's everybody doing?
So what's it, 49 with 2 years experience?
I wish. Hey, man, it's only a number. It's only how you feel.
I feel like crap.
I don't feel 50. Not at all. Not yet, anyway. We'll see what happens in a few years. But
Looking at the sweater, I'm going to say you're still not home. Yeah, you're still up. Well, you are home, but you know what I mean.
Are you in Baltimore area?
yes, yeah, we're up here in Maryland. So we'll be up here till Sunday. Sunday we'll head back.
Well, tell Pete we said hi, because you're probably going to stop by.
I saw him today. I went and saw him today. It was great.
Finally, now you can leave us all alone. He keeps telling us that, Walt doesn't want to come see me. What did I do?
Yeah, I went and saw him for I guess I was there a couple hours. Yeah, we had fun. It's a good time.
Nice. How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing really, really good. His channel's doing really, really well. He's excited about that. Got some new stuff coming.
He's killing it.
Well,
I saw him for 10 minutes, used his bathroom, and I left. I just wanted. I
For 10 minutes,
baptized this house and said, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, amen. Hey, when it comes, you guys were talking about channels and whether or not you think it'll slow down a little bit. I think to an extent it might. It just depends. It depends on the channel. A lot of people will give up, and it's an unfortunate thing if they're not growing at the expected rate that they expect themselves to grow.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of people out there that'll do it, and God bless them. But they'll do that. They'll see other channels and like, wow, they're growing. I'm not. Maybe this isn't for me. So you might see a few of those channels that might go by the wayside. And
I expected to be at 3,000. I'm at 195. I give up. No, I'm joking.
but there's a truth to that. There are people that will think that.
And here's the thing. Even for me, I'm still at 195. I'm happy there. You know, if I get 15, 16 people in on a live stream that I do, I'm happy. You know, again,
Right.
I don't do it for myself. I do it to promote Ken's. So
Right.
It brings me to the guy that I wish was here, but he's not. He must be still teed off at me. You know, Jesus. Only trying to make the guy happy by putting a ring on his girlfriend, but you know, God.
oh, he wrote me back because I messaged him. I says, "Congratulations on your engagement." He was like, "No, I did not get engaged."
Yeah, well, you know,
He's in denial.
little does he know, Jeff. You know, never mind. I'll tell you off. Well, little does anybody know that I could have easily reached out to Hannah that night, but I didn't because we all know we were having fun. So I know what buttons to push and when to push them. Oh, maybe not. Screw it. You know, I did it all on purpose. But no, but I bring up him, you know, in a perfect example. How long has Dan been doing this? And look at his numbers, and he hasn't quit. He's the guy, you know he's not doing it for the money. You know he's doing it because he loves Disney. You know he's doing it because he loves what he does. And he hasn't quit, and his numbers are not skyrocketing like they should. You know, for a guy like him, but you know there are those, like I said, that are they're not there, but they're going to try to get there to make a buck. And those are the ones that I hope fizzle out because, you know, it kills the little guys.
I don't begrudge anybody any way they want to do that. Okay, we have membership on our channel, and so be it. If you want to make a buck off of it, especially if you're a channel that puts in a heck of a lot of hard work and you're streaming 4 or 5 days a week. I mean, Pete McDevitt's channel is blowing up right now. He's doing fantastic. Speaking of Pete. He is. And he puts in a heck of a lot of work. So I have no problem with it. If you want to make money off of this is a platform to make money. That's what it's there for. But if you want to do it just for the fun of it as well, God bless you either way. As long as you're doing it, quote unquote, the right way, you know, I have no problem either way with it. I really don't. I mean, I think you have to give. We all put a heck of a lot of effort into what we do. And a lot of it is because we love it. But I don't begrudge anybody if they want to make a buck off of it as well.
I think that's why we might see some channels kind of fizzle out from the point of view of time. This year, people have had time. They've been furloughed from work or whatever. They've had time to edit videos.
Right, that'll go away.
Yeah, once life gets back to normal, some of these smaller channels might not have the time to dedicate as much as they might want to. They might not just be able to fit it in, and the channels might just fizzle out there.
That's when I gained like 10,000 subscribers because I have no other place. I got no place to go.
Well, that's the other thing too is you got to hit it at the right time when it comes to subscribers. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know. It'll work sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, we'll have streams where all of a sudden we'll have 500 people in there, and then I'll have the next stream where it'll be not even 100 people. So compared to when you have 500, that's a big difference. But all you can do is just. I always say, do you enjoy what you do? Yes. Do you enjoy making the friendships that you're making off of it? Yes. Well, you've got the two most important things out of the way right there.
It's true.
Just don't give up. Just don't give up. I mean, if you're enjoying it, then keep producing. Keep creating the content. And if nothing else, you'll make your brand better. People will know your brand because that's what you're ultimately trying to make better is your brand. When they think of Carlos or they think of Jeff or Tracy or Marco, there's a certain brand behind the name and they know what that brand is. And it could be good or bad. It all depends on how you.
It's true. You can get a bad rep too.
Yeah.
You know.
Carol, there are plenty of Disney creators, but the ones in the community are genuine. Plus, you bring us Lego, fireworks, pizza, and fun. Who brings the pizza? Oh, you bring the pizza, Jeff. I'm like, who brings it in, Tracy? Yeah. Like, who brings the pizza?
Yeah, Jeff brings the pizza.
Never. Nobody gets
Who brings the fun?
Yeah, who brings the fun?
I don't know.
Rob's wishing Walt
Rob.
a happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
Listen, this is the year in review. Let's, whoever's got time, let's. I know, Jeff, you're going to be getting out soon, and Walt, I'm sure you're not going to stick around for the whole show. I'm sure you got birthday plans. But one at a time. Highlight and the downer for 2020. It doesn't have to be personal if you don't want to get personal, but channel or personal, whatever.
Well,
anyone want to go first?
Well, downer for us personally is Melissa losing her father. That was a big downer.
Right.
That was really, really tough for her and for the family. Personally, as a plus is my son, proposing to his daughter at Disney. I mean, to his fiance.
Wow.
Well, my future daughter-in-law down at Disney. That was awesome. Channel-wise, just meeting everybody and the growth. I mean, the growth is always good to see. That's been fantastic. But just meeting so many great people and making all the friends. Downer, channel-wise, is just not being able to do the park hopping and stuff like that. That was one of the things we were really looking forward to, and we haven't been able to do that since we've been here.
Pete McDevitt, what's going on? Jeff is mailing me cookies. Nobody's mailing you cookies, Pete.
It might be.
Delusional.
Right? And why is
Hey, William.
I will.
That's a lot of hi, Carols from Catherine. What's up, William? Jeff.
I don't think there really were any downers for us. I mean, we bought a house in Florida this year. I mean, both of our jobs are going really well. Angela and I's jobs. The kids are doing good in school. We've been to Disney probably 70 times this year.
And that was before they moved down.
I was gonna say, right?
I mean, it's just been, this has been a great year for us. We've met so many great people at the parks, in Pittsburgh. I don't know. It's just been, I look back on this year and I think, wow, we were really blessed this year to have met all the people that we met and have done all the things that we've done. And, it's just been put the COVID out of the picture and we had a really great year. I don't want to seem like I'm like bragging, but I really don't have any downers this year. It's just been
man.
Biggest
you don't,
blessing for us is just being able to keep our jobs. There are a lot of people that didn't get their jobs this year, and that's
right.
If nothing else, that's a major blessing.
We are truly blessed, Angela and I.
In many ways.
As far as me, one of my channel highlights is one, I started streaming myself, and two, that weekend we spent with Jeff, Angela, Russ, and my family, all of us together at one time, and that was an awesome weekend. I got to meet people in person. The second best thing would have been like the time me and Kenzie spent Farts or Festival of the Arts, and
I'm like, you and Kenzie were laying farts?
Yeah, no, we went down last year in January on a last minute trip, and those two events were about equal. Like we got to spend father-daughter time down at Disney, just the two of us. Billy stayed home, and then that weekend that we met that we all met up and had a great time together. Those probably were two of my biggest highlights of the year. I'd have to say the biggest downer for the year is pretty much watching my daughter cry her eyes out that they canceled her show and not having my daughter's senior show.
Yeah.
But turn around and what this community did for her on Shrek to Stream was amazing. And if anything that ever came out of this community, just how they rallied around her and gave her show is 100%.
That was a fun watch. It really was. And yeah, everybody that came out to help. Well, like to see Festival of the Arts, Suzanne, everybody that came out to help her out. It's the community. I hate saying it that way, but you expect that from them. I expect it from them now. Now, knowing everybody now more like I do, it's something you expect. If nobody came out to help her, I'd be shocked, with the way knowing all these people, and not even just the ones there. I mean, even the ones you guys didn't ask to participate, well, I'd be shocked if anybody else would have ever said no.
Well, she actually put out when she originally did it, she asked people if they were interested, if they're kind of doing almost a fugazi or an audition.
I didn't see it. I was offended. I wasn't at. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
No, but I mean, yeah, and even her local community theater gave her some money to advertise it. Gave her some money so she could do the full StreamYard, so she can have more than 6 people on. I'm telling you, it was the best. And I would have to say those 3 things: the community doing Shrek to Stream, meeting Jeff and Angela and Russ, and Festival of the Arts. And I can't wait to next year because I really do want to get out to Rhode Island and hang out with Carlos for a weekend. Once this is all over,
Sounds like a plan, Sam. Pearl Manhattan, welcome in.
Tracy.
Corner Sports, Tommy, Claudia, what's going on, guys? Thanks for putting me on. Well, putting it on. Turn work. Myers in the house. Myers and the Mouse in the house. Myers and the Mouse. The link is on Twitter. You are part of that group. Feel free to jump on if you can or want to. Marco, I know.
So yeah, my highlight of the year, personally, was probably finding out that we're pregnant and we're going to be expecting our first child in March. That's
a
one of the
biggie.
best news we've had. So that's quite a big one. So that's
get
the
your sleep
highlight.
now. Get your sleep
That's
now, bro.
right.
Oh, it's not that bad. That's
So that
he can sleep.
yeah, that was the highlight. The low light's probably been the fact that we've basically been sort of in perpetual lockdown here in the UK for months now. It's pretty grim. So yeah, that's been the low light. But in terms of YouTube and channels thing, the highlight was probably when I did a live stream on Bonfire Night here, which was last month.
Yep.
And I got nearly 500 people watching live, and then it had like 10,000 views now since. But the highlight for that was during that stream, somebody came on in the chat and basically said that his terminally ill wife was watching the stream, and it was really brightening up her day to see fireworks and stuff. So that was,
I
was
didn't
actually
know
quite
that.
moving.
Right.
I found that quite moving. So that was the fact that I could do something that was kind of having that positive impact on somebody's life was quite special. So that was certainly the highlight. I don't think there's been any lowlights really for me on YouTube this year. It's been the community's just really pulled together. It's been great to be on your streams and Rob Fuzzy stream and Live Play streams and various different streams, and it's great to see the community just really kind of flourishing, really coming together and supporting each other this year.
Yeah, you've been a hot commodity because when I first started watching, it was like great Marco. He's got 50 subscribers, a couple of things on his stream, and he's in everybody's chat. But now it's like, hold on, what are you trying to show there? I saw you were trying to do something. That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
I cherish mine.
We had a good time today. We did. We hung out.
Yeah, I wish I could have spent more time with him, but I guess I could have left the wife in the car for
Yeah, she's watching, right?
Middle of the night,
I
man.
know. She was sleeping. She got scared silly when Preston ordered McDonald's at like midnight. Come deliver it to my house, please. Marco, I didn't know that in the chat because I was watching it and I didn't know that somebody had written that in the chat about his terminally ill wife watching. Yeah. That's great. Is there? What did my wife just write? Oh, nice picture. Is there anything in 2020 you guys would have done different, personally or channel, whatever? Is there something in the back of your head or something that you could have, you would have done different? Besides getting arrested now.
Kind of wish I would have went with Angela when she picked out the house.
Well, this one or the next one?
This one.
Oh, because the next one, she
Me and
wanted
Abby
to
were.
take,
Abby
she
and I
wanted
were
to take
Pop
you. You
Century.
didn't want to leave my stream.
No, Abby and I were Pop Century. She came back and said, "I bought a house." I'm like, okay.
Is it that simple?
Hey,
That's
how
simple for us?
was lunch? By the way, I bought a house.
Yep. Abby and I were swimming at Pop Century. She came back, bought a house. I'm like, you did not. Yep.
You did not. Husband and wife, we don't discuss this. That's like
No.
something, you know what? That's something I would do. And I know Suzanne's listening because she just died laughing hearing you say that.
I don't think I would have done anything different. I don't think so.
I would have gone. Tom says I would have gone to Disney in February instead of the scheduled April.
On the one drive down to Florida from Pittsburgh, I wish I would have wore a mask into the one place that I went into, because when I came out,
I told you not to go.
and I got back in the car, Angela yelled at me at the top of her lungs for about 2 hours on the ride down here. Why aren't you wearing a mask? Why didn't you wear a mask in there? I had to hear that for about 2 hours.
Suzanne just said it. Yep, that's something I would have done. Gone for a ride somewhere and be like, yep, come back, bought a house. Didn't ask you anything about it. Just, sign here, please.
Hello, Tina.
Tina McNeil, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
I don't think I would have done anything different. It's, it's kind of tough to look back and say, what did you, maybe I would have taken some singing lessons for my stream last week, but other than that,
I'll pay for those.
I think
I don't think I would have done anything differently.
No.
You know,
Us either.
2020, it is what it is. There's no point in dwelling on it. Just move forward.
Right.
Yeah, it sucked all around. So for a lot of people,
Well, for some people, it was a horrible year.
it was.
For certain reasons. Like if I look back at it, I feel really bad that my daughter didn't get the graduation ceremony that I had when I graduated.
Yeah, that was everybody, unfortunately,
And,
too.
you know,
it was awful.
She didn't get her last school concert. She didn't get her last school play. But you know what? She's got so much more to coming. And if she stays on the track that she is now, she's going to have a beautiful life ahead of her.
It's a shock that you haven't bought DVC yet behind my back. The main word there is yet. And with the conversation we were having on the couch before, I don't know if you were sleeping or not. I might have been talking to myself. That's why the key word is yet. We're working on it. We're all paying for him not taking them. It says Maya's in the mouse.
That's my singing lesson she's talking about.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
DVC is a good investment.
It can be. You have to use it.
Yes.
I mean, if you're not gonna, it can be it's a waste of money if you don't use it correctly. But if you do, yes, it could be a very good investment.
Yeah, it was you got here late. I don't know if you listened, but it was a conversation we were having about an hour ago. I was
You haven't been on for an hour.
yeah, we were on the couch. Well, never mind. It's couch talk.
You said it.
Listen, the way I look at DVC is if you are going to invest in DVC, you're not just investing in the hotel and everything. You're investing. You got to understand that nothing's going to get cheaper. Prices are always going to get more expensive for food, for tickets, for everything else that comes along with the DVC. When they sell it to you and say, "Hey, listen, you got so many years that you know once it's paid or once you buy it, you got so many years and whatever." They don't tell you the other side that the meal plan's never going. You have to pay for the meal plan. You never qualify for that free meal dining plan again. And the price of the tickets are always going to go up, and the price of food's always going to go up. So when you buy into it, I guess the way you have to look at it is the same thing with the food and the tickets going up. Those hotel prices that you're staying at pretty decent rates are also going to go up. So at least you lock in to that price that you're at now.
Well, guess what? You're also not staying at value resorts.
No, and listen, I told my wife,
you're staying at the deluxe resorts. You can stay at a value resort if you want to waste your points, but you're better off staying at the deluxe resorts.
Right. Yeah, we've done the tour. Jeff called over a sales rep while we were hanging out. I mean, thanks for that, Jeff.
Did I do that?
Yeah. You know what? I don't have my wallet with me, but I still have his card. His card's in the wallet. No, I mean we've done the tour years ago and everything. We listen. We've looked all into it. We know it's worth it for us, because it'll give us the opportunity to go once a year guaranteed. Because then actually I wouldn't even need tickets because I'd be getting the annual pass every year. So it's the timing. Is the timing right now? Money wise, it should be because like Tracy just said, everything keeps going up, so the points are just going to keep going up. But financial wise for us, I mean, is the timing right now? It could be. We're thinking about it. Do Philly Crew, what's going on? What's for dinner? Do Philly Crew?
Yeah, they're going to Sanaa.
No, I say Sanaa. Ron says Santa.
Yeah, Sanaa.
And I say that bread place because that's all you hear is the bread place. Can we go get some of that bread place? My nice mug. Thank you, William. I appreciate it. It's about time you notice. Oh, you mean this one? I thought you meant my mug. Mike Wheeler, what's going on, buddy? Happy birthday, Walt.
Thanks, Mike.
So with DVC, I'm a little curious to know what the breakdown is in terms of US people with DVC as opposed to international people. I know we have some people in the UK that do have DVC, but of course we've got to factor in transatlantic flights into this as well. So we would have to be going over to Disney, at least once, if not twice a year, every single year to make it worthwhile. So I'm curious to know if it's more kind of aimed towards US people that can perhaps get to the parks a lot easier than international people.
You can bank your points, Marco.
Right.
So you can use, like, if you can borrow from a previous year, or you can bank them for a next year. So you can have like an extended stay if you want to do that. Mm-hmm. So say you don't go this year, but so next year you say you have 100 points. So this year you don't use your points, you can bank them, and then next year you'll have 200 points. So you can,
And I'm just curious how many people kind of do that internationally, or whether if you're only going to Disney every 2, 3, 4 years or whatever.
Well, see, here's the thing. So, like Jeff said, when we initially bought in, we bought like 120 points. They had actually dropped the minimum buy-in requirement, so we bought 120. You can, like Jeff said, you can bank a year. And that middle year, when you've banked your 120, you can also borrow 120. So if, say you have a contract of like 200, you could bank 200, borrow 200. Then now you have a total of 600 points that you can use in that 1 year.
Right, but now you can't go for 3 years.
But then again, for someone like Marco,
you can't go for 2. You're going one of those 3 years.
No, but if you're borrowing,
if you're also borrowing at the same that's time, 3 years bank and borrow, but that's 3 years. But you're going the middle year.
You're going the middle year, so you're going every 3 years.
You're not going for 2 years.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So every third year you go down. But so if you look at it, say the 160 was the minimum buy-in, like it used to be back in the day. So you got 160. You got 3. So you got what's it? 400, whatever. Think of how much between the transatlantic flight and how long you're going to stay there. Is it worth that price that it's going to cost? Mm-hmm. Depends on what the hotel. You buy resale, it might actually make sense for you. But then again, you're buying resale, your contract's a lot less. It's not like you're buying in now and you got 50 years with the current contract. You're buying to Saratoga or Key West. It's not as long as a contract. Yeah. So it just depends on how old you are. How long do you expect to be going to Disney? And like when we bought in, I think I was 36, 38, 30 something, 38 like that. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm still going at 50 years at 86, God bless me. And I've had a great life. Disney, let me get that calculator out, William. I'm not good at math.
Disney Andy, welcome in, buddy.
Well, first off, if you get 100 points, and let's say it's 150 per point, at $150 per point at 100 points, that's $15,000.
Right.
Okay. Let's say you go and you stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge in a deluxe studio, the smallest they got, at $400 for 2 weeks. How much is that for 2 weeks? That's $5,600. When you're paying $15 for 40 years, you just spent $5,600 in 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. Do the math.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And if you're looking
and that's if you're staying in a deluxe studio, the smallest of them. You've already made $5,600 of your $15,000 in one trip. That's a 2-week trip, but you still made it.
In the long run, yeah, especially if you're going to fly the international. you really have to look at it.
You got to break down the numbers a lot, and don't let them do it. They're gonna make it look. You break it down, because you're right. Tickets are going to be separate. Food's going to be separate. Transportation there and back is going to going to be. The only thing you're getting
Is your room?
Is
your
a
It's the
room.
room. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
Marco,
Usually the biggest cost anyway.
Marco, isn't it true that 90% of the UK travelers to Disney stay off property?
Yeah, I think that's probably fairly accurate. Yeah, they stay off property, or they'll stay at
Right.
top
So
central
is
or
it
the value one.
is it you got to do that math too? What you pay to rent a villa? Because I rented. Well, my boss has this timeshare, so I rented a room, a two bedroom unit, where he has his timeshare. I paid 170 with taxes and fees, 177 for a night. Okay, for a two-bedroom villa that slept 9, slept 9, full living room, full for 177 a night. If we weren't Disney freaks, Disney snobs, whatever you want to call ourselves, my wife and I, just speaking for ourselves, because we'll never stay outside the park. That's why, for me, DVC is starting to look a lot better, because I don't mind staying at Pop. I love Pop. I will continue to stay at Pop. But if I can afford to do what I want to do and be able to stay at the beach club every year, boardwalk every year, and I don't even care about the new ones they're building. I'm just mentioning the two that my wife and I really love.
Yeah.
It might be, then it's worth it, but coming from across the pond, the money you guys spend on the airfares, and you can get a three bedroom villa for $200 a night.
Mhm.
Is it really?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
Not in
If
the long run. If
comfortable-
you're talking $200 a night, and for him to come down or to come across, he's got to make it worthwhile. It's not like he's coming down
he's
for a
coming
long
across
weekend.
no matter what. He's coming across no matter what,
Well,
because he wants to go to Disney.
Brian
So I think
NASCAR,
that
welcome
goes
in. buddy.
without saying, he's going to pay the cost of what it is to get for the transportation. But if you can get it, like Carlos said, if you can get a 2-bedroom villa off property for that kind of money, and you're okay with it, and you don't mind at all, I don't think DVC is the right way to go,
Right.
because
When
you're comfortable doing what you're doing.
When you're off property, you have to have transportation, though.
That
most
is
of the time
correct.
as well.
That's okay,
But here's
Yeah,
another-
but
it's
even,
another
but even that,
expense.
Jeff, even that, what
but that's not.
I mean, you can rent a car and I look every time we think
Yeah.
every time we think we're flying down. You can rent a car for 2 weeks for, it depends again who you go through. You can rent a car from 200 to 500 for 2 weeks.
Right. But
But then
then,
you've also got your charges for parking at all the parks as well.
right.
So that adds up.
Yeah, that's
it depends. But then again, it also doesn't lock you into the fact that you have to come every year.
No,
You
it's
know,
true.
that's true too. It's along the line of the dining plan a little bit, where you feel like you're kind of the prisoner to the plan. You can feel like you're a prisoner to the DVC too. Like,
Yeah.
you may have the points, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have the money to buy the tickets or the food or the transportation to get down there either.
Gonzo. What's going on, buddy? Welcome in, man.
So
Thanks for
I
calling in.
really look at the numbers.
But when you
Yeah.
buy DVC, you also get you can buy an annual pass at the Florida resident rate
That
as
is
well.
true.
And that's
And-
that's
and you
one of the
also-
turning points for us.
And you
Really-
also get other discounts on purchases.
But again, don't forget,
Well,
if
same discount as
I'm
annual
coming
pass.
from the UK once a year, an annual pass is not worth it, because if I'm just coming once a year.
But it is.
I don't need an
It
annual
is,
pass.
Marco. It is, because when you come over for 2 weeks. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So a Florida resident annual pass, and we don't have to throw numbers out there unless you want to, Jeff and Walt, but because you both have DVC and while you both live down there, a Florida annual pass is going to save you, am I correct in saying, about $400 to a
Yep.
2-week pass?
Right.
So it is worth it.
Well,
Marco.
first off, he's not
again,
gonna
that's
get
the
But
turning
he's not
point.
going to get the Florida resident pass if he's not a DVC
If
member.
he's
That's
a
it.
no, but
Yeah,
that's what
that's
Jeff
it.
said. That's what Jeff
Yeah.
said.
Well,
If
that-
you're a
well, that's
DVC
but that's
member,
the rub.
But here's the other thing. I also, if I'm not mistaken, Marco,
Kenyon, what's going on, buddy?
Because when they do special offers to the United States, Disney does offers to the United States.
Yeah.
Doesn't compare to what they offer international travelers.
Mm.
You know, we get a lot less offered to us. Like I remember that one year that when we first started getting hooked on Disney, it was because of free dining. I was down there during that free dining. There was people from England who said, yeah, we came down, we paid for 2 weeks. They gave us 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so if that wasn't offered to us here in the States, so if they're offering something to you and you could take a month off and you're only paying for 2 weeks and they're going to give you another 2 weeks.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
then you gotta look.
we've always known that the UK gets so much better offers than what the Americans do. I mean, I've always argued that you guys get offered free dining all year long,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But
yeah.
then-
Well, I mean, when we came over last year, we got free dining. as
But,
well.
Yeah.
but
We
remember,
did a
too,
package.
another-
We came over for 2 weeks.
But you got to stay on property to get that
We stayed on
dining,
property. We
and
stayed
how
at
many
Grand
people
Floridian,
don't?
but we
How
got
many
free
people
dining.
don't like doing that?
right. But
mean, you
what
can.
else does DVC offer that's unique? Is you don't just have to go to Disney World. You can go to Alani. You can go to Disneyland. You can take a Disney cruise. You can use those points for
True.
those things.
Yeah,
You want to go to Montana and stay at a resort out there. Some of those resorts, you want to go to New York, you can use your points and go to those type of places too.
don't go to New York, especially you, Marco. They're quarantining anybody coming from the UK for 2 weeks.
Well,
We're not allowed to leave anyway. So
you can go to Disneyland and stay in the Grand Californian. It's going to be a lot of points, but you could do it. You can go to Alani.
The only thing I don't like about the DVC for
Caribbean?
cruises, I'm sorry I interrupted you, Jeff, but
Hilton Head too.
Hilton Head, what I don't like about the DVC cruise, using points for cruises, they charge you points per person for a cruise, not points per room.
Yes, I agree.
That's
interesting.
it is-
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is-
you get robbed
There is-
on the cruises.
It's almost impossible unless you've got a boatload of points. No pun
and
intended.
unless you have a boatload of points and you're not going to use them, then you could use it for a cruise. Because I tell you what, price wise, it's absolutely ridiculous having people do a DVC cruise on DVC
And-
points.
Yep. And guess what else? If you had the points to do it, you could do an Adventures by Disney and use points for that too.
And if you had that many points,
Good.
I don't think paying cash for a cruise is a problem.
Oh, of course not. I agree. But
let me catch up in chat real quick. My wife says just buy a house and move down. Yeah, that's in the works too. Well, that's in a conversation. Works is two different words,
Right.
two different things.
But our DVC at this point, the expectation is to use DVC to go to Disneyland, to go to Vero Beach, to go to Hilton Head, to possibly try Alani sometime. That's ultimately what our DVC expectations are moving forward. Because, or weekend trips, we might use a couple points here and there to do like Jeff and Angela do and stay the weekend. Stay Saturday and Sunday and use points. It's a good way to use it.
That's
Well,
a good
the
way.
reason
It's a good way to get a reservation, right, Jeff?
The reason we've been doing that is to get park reservations, because if you're an annual pass holder,
Yeah, you can't get anything.
you can't get anything. So
Alice Prince, welcome in, buddy. Kenyon really wants to understand the economics of buying a house for rental and personal vacation. Can anyone here help? Kenyon is I want to call him a neighbor. He's a friend of mine here in town that lives on a nice part of Tiverton.
He's probably one of the other 10 people. There's like 20 people in Rhode Island, so it's that small.
25. 20
Well,
of them are at the
there
casino.
are plenty of places where you can rent a really beautiful house that's within shouting distance of Walt Disney World, and it's obviously outside of Disney.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about buying one to rent it. Right? I
Oh,
really want to better understand
okay.
the economics of buying a house for rental and personal vacation.
Oh, you can make bank on that, dude.
Yeah, I know a guy who owns a house in the Outer Banks, and he lives up here in upstate New York. He rents it. He has a rental company that deals with renting it out.
Yeah.
He charges extra if somebody wants to bring a dog. He says he gets more
Property
money
man-
off it.
You hire a property management company to manage your property. You charge what you want to charge. People will pay it.
Hey, Cynthia, welcome in. Cynthia, Kenny, mom.
I sent
I don't know how this just turned into a DVC stream, but that's what it did.
But even that, if you buy a house down there and let's say your monthly mortgage is $2,000, heck, you can charge $2,000 a week.
As long as you got somebody going in it.
That's what I'm saying. But even if you only get 1 week filled
I can't
for
even.
the whole month, you've still paid your mortgage, and you're more than likely not.
minus management fees and all this other stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
He moved from Vermont to Rhode Island, so this seems like a huge city.
It
I'm
just-
sure it does.
It just or where he's. I mean, if you were renting a house in, the middle of Minnesota, maybe you won't do as well. But in the middle of Disney and Orlando, the mecca for a huge, tourist area where everybody wants to go, and you're charging reasonable rates, yeah, you could do well if you have a house. Now, of course, you got to make sure that people don't trust it.
What I missed, Jeff.
Oh.
Suzanne's watching Elf.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'm not on the big TV. I guess I'm just in the phone. All right, I get it, babe. Thanks. Was it because they said we're not buying a house yet? There is a couple for sale right next to Jeff. So I mean,
There's a lot. Oh no, they're mostly sold already.
Angela picked them all up.
Yeah.
Speaking of Angela,
Angela.
Angela.
I saw you speak. Hold on.
The wedding planner.
Yeah, but the groom hasn't showed up yet.
She's
Starting
gotta
our
get a
house buying
shower, run.
process as soon as we get back.
What is it?
So we're
Angela-
starting our house buying process as soon as we get back because we're renting right now.
Yeah, I remember that you had mentioned that when you moved in. I mean, when you
Yep.
moved down there.
Our lease is up in April. It's time to start looking.
How is you know what? Let's just turn this into what the heck, whatever show, because forget about the year review. But how is it renting down there? Because we thought if we're gonna move down there, we're thinking of doing that for a year, if not two.
Expensive. I pay more for the rent of the 3-bedroom apartment than I do for this house on my mortgage.
And I figure if you're
That was
renting,
a buzzkill.
well, here's the thing: if you're renting a 3-bedroom apartment, that's people that aren't using that 3-bedroom apartment for a vacation rental.
Well, no, it's not that type of. I don't really think it's that type of place. These are like people that are going to live there for like years. It's an apartment complex.
Oh,
Yeah, it's different. We did that because I wasn't sure when I told Melissa, I said, coming down, I said, we're not buying right away. I said, I want to get down there and make sure we like it. I said, as funny as it sounds, we might get down there and not like it and want to come back. I said, we got to be prepared. Correct. I wasn't going to do that. So
unlike Jeff and Angela, Angela just went out at, lunchtime. Jeff, I'm going to leave you here with Abby. Have a good meal. I'll be back in a couple minutes or maybe an hour. And
she knew how to get through to Jeff was
Here's
through
the
his
thing.
stomach.
She said the realtor's coming to pick us up. I said, okay, fine. So the realtor had her husband in the car, so that only left 2 seats. So Zach and Angela went, and I stayed with Abby because we can't leave Zach and Abby together because they'll just fight.
what?
So-
Siblings fight?
So we went.
Is that why Michaela had to go there that night? Was to watch? Oh wait, and then Zach ended up with us anyway. So
Yeah, Zach ended up going with us anyway. So,
William, you are incorrect. The movie sucks. Elf is the worst Christmas movie ever.
What?
So just want to make sure I got that out there.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I'm gonna have to hop off. Ron and Meredith are on their way over here.
I'll just put them on stream.
So just put them on the stream.
are you going to Sana with them?
Going to Sanaa,
Santa.
or if
That's the red
as Ron
place.
likes to say,
Hey, Ryan calls it Sana.
Sanaa.
Sana.
Make sure you get some butter for that bread. You can't have bread without butter.
Yes, that
I don't know what that crap is that Dan likes dumping it in, but just get butter.
No, it's not butter. It's they give you 9 different
It's non-bread.
sauces.
Yeah, no,
For the
just
not
butter. Butter. Bread is bread. Just give me some butter.
It's,
No, it's
no.
I would normally agree with you, but that's not the case here.
Bread and butter. I'm Portuguese. Just give me bread and butter. We don't need anything else.
All right, gentlemen. I will talk to you all later.
All right, brother. Enjoy your dinner.
Enjoy your dinner.
Jeff.
Go
See
have
you,
fun at Sana.
Getting sfitzed. He's going to be in a sauna all night.
His buddy's coming over. He's got to go shower, wash that forehead of his.
Doesn't have to watch his hair.
Nope. Just comb the skin. I'm
Tina,
an only child and I have 3 kids. Nothing has prepared me for this. Prepared you for what? What am I missing here?
oh, no, we were talking about only children and siblings fighting. I'm
Yeah,
I'm 3 of 4, and believe me, 3 of 4. There's 4 kids. There's at times there's 4 kids fighting. So Kenzie's an only child, so Kenzie doesn't have that sibling fighting. That sibling rivalry that you normally would have between siblings. Growing up, they're your worst enemies and your best friends. And when you grow up and you're all adults and you're like,
I think I'm adopted.
me too.
and then you look back and you're like,
Or maybe the word is I wish I was adopted.
half the stuff was stupid that you fought over. So
England, Portugal. I'd rather throw up in my mouth than watch that movie a few more times.
what? Come on, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Every time it rains, it rains.
Bread sweats. Yes, with butter.
You don't like Elf?
No, I really don't.
Francisco.
Yeah, I knew.
That's fun to say, Francisco.
What a nutcracker.
No, we sees the forehead now. Where's the other forehead?
I'm a cotton-headed ningamonger. What was it? Copper.
Cotton-headed
Ningamonger.
ningamonger. Look, Carlos, I agree. It's certainly not anywhere near the top of the list for Christmas movies, but it's not terrible.
This is Carlos. Are we talking about movies?
Yeah.
That was extreme. What? Me throwing
Carlos,
up in
what
my
is your
mouth?
favorite Christmas movie of all time?
White Christmas.
It is a good movie. White Christmas is a good movie. Good singing, good dancing.
Followed by It's a Wonderful Life and then A Christmas Story.
You put A Christmas Story in the same category as those three?
Yeah, I did. You said my favorite. I just said in those 3. And then Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
What about Holiday Inn? You don't like Holiday Inn?
Nah. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. It's pretty good.
That's not a Christmas movie.
That's a
Yeah, close
Thanksgiving
enough.
movie.
You don't
Okay.
like Holiday Inn? That's where White Christmas is sung, is in Holiday Inn.
No, is that the first time it was sung in Holiday Inn?
It's not sung in White Christmas.
Yes, it is.
Of course, it's sung in White Christmas.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Of
It's
course
sung
it is.
twice.
In Holiday Inn first.
No. But
I
what
don't
I'm
know if
saying
it was first, but don't tell me it's not sung in White Christmas.
in White Christmas,
It's sung right at the
twice.
beginning.
No,
It's
it's not.
sung in the beginning. Yeah,
course
we
it
just
is.
watched it. It's on Netflix.
I'm just kidding. I like to get
Netflix,
a
I
rise
own
on-
every copy possible. It's getting hot in here. Talk amongst yourselves because I'm not going to be able to hear you.
Uh-oh, he's
I
getting.
like when he gets upset.
Oh, I thought you. I really. I was getting upset because I thought you were serious. I'm like,
No, I'm not
I just
serious.
watched this movie. What the heck did I just watch?
Why is Cynthia calling me special? That's not nice.
I don't really know how to answer that, Carlos.
Suzanne says White Christmas is boring, Carlos.
Yeah, I know she did. Yeah. I ignore her. Even home or on stream, it doesn't matter.
I did like White Christmas, but I like Christmas Story. I do like Christmas Story, and Christmas Vacation is probably my top. Now, Stacey Rogers absolutely hates Christmas Vacation.
Did I miss the year-end review? Yeah, pretty much. We did it in the first 5 minutes, Kenyon. I said I had a heart attack. I started a stream. I have 600 and something subscribers. The channel's going all right. And no, I actually didn't even talk about myself. I went through everybody else.
Tina, what is wrong with 4 grown men arguing about Christmas movies? There's
Oh, man.
All right, Carlos, I'm going to get ready and head out because we are definitely going to dinner tonight.
Nice. Were you going somewhere nice?
Yeah, we're going to a place called Sakura. It's a hibachi grill.
Awesome.
And my son's Cretan, so
Even better.
Oh, what? Happy birthday.
I appreciate
Enjoy
it.
your dinner. It was a great year. I'm happy to have met you. I wish I would have been paying attention a little bit more last year. You know, just like I said, 2 months before, because when you were down there at
Hollywood Studios.
Wilderness Lodge, I was right in the same place.
I know.
Ah, it kills me. Still kicks myself in the butt for that.
Well, soon enough, hopefully.
Soon, very soon. We're going to be going down early summer.
Good.
That's what we have planned. As long as New York is.
I'll see you in a few weeks, Walt.
Are you going down in a few weeks?
I have something in the works.
Farts? You're going to farts.
For myself, I have something in the works.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Marco, always good to see you, pal. Hope the
Good to
wife
see you as well.
She feeling okay?
Yeah, she's doing all right. Yeah, we're
Good.
good.
Glad to hear that. You're
you.
great. Your name's
Thank you.
and
Happy birthday, Walt. Anyway,
always
have a
good
great meal as well tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And Carlos, thanks for having me on, pal. Always good.
Yeah, always, man. Happy birthday, and I hope the dessert is really good.
It's going to be great.
See you all.
Goodbye.
Hey, you know
Guys, later.
what? I just, the cake. I don't know where she's gonna put it, but the cake.
So, Marco, I think that's the first time I've been on with you.
I think it might well be, yeah.
Yeah.
Kenyon, before we get to that, Kenyon wanted a heart attack tips, mostly how to avoid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to avoid them. Just take your medicine.
Well, it's lifestyle, isn't it? Because Carlos, weren't you drinking like so many gallons or liters of?
Yeah, gallons,
liters.
liters. Yeah, you can. Yeah, 3 liters. Yeah.
What was that? Regular soda or just
a day? Yeah.
A day.
regular straight soda, not diet or anything?
No, not diet. Screw that.
Ooh.
3 liters a day, yeah.
LSU
So that's how you
mom,
avoid
welcome
it.
in.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even get to my year. You know what? And it is my show, my year in review. You know what? It was a great year. Back in February, what was it? February that this Disney Nerd Herders asked me if I wanted to come on. I said, sure. Let's put this mug on stream with sweats. I remember sitting in that corner in the living room. If you go back and watch it, my first stream, it was crazy. I had this guy on. It was me and him sitting in a corner. All you could see was like this much of me. That's how bad the camera was. And then, March 21st. I went back to look to make sure.
Yep. First time
episode 1.
March
21st, episode 1. So the year's coming up, 41 episodes in. Yeah, and like I was saying before, I want to make a list of who's been on how many times and who's been a guest more than others and what we talked about, who was on for food, who was on for this, just so I can have it for that 1 year episode. Which, like I said, I have something in the plans, but yeah, it took a turn. Definitely took a turn in July with the heart attack. But I kept streaming. From the hospital.
You did, I remember. Was it a Rob Full stream where you streaming live from
I did.
hotel
I popped in on Rob's stream.
Yeah,
I popped in on Rob's stream right after getting the first stents put in.
Mm.
And after the second stents, I had my own stream. I had my own show to do. It was a Tuesday. So I'm like, crap, I'm here. I got all my equipment. I'm gonna go live from the hospital in my Johnny. And and Paul from the UK Disney couple still gets a crack out of that. Him and Dougie. Tina forgot to bop the like button. Did you? Oh, thanks, Tina.
Believe it or not, I forgot to too. I just hit it.
That's all right. But yeah, no, it took a turn, and thankfully, like Suzanne says, it was a minor. Get over it. But yeah, we went to Disney. Still, I made sure we kept that trip. And just like everybody has said in this stream, except for Mark, but Mark's been here. He's met a lot of people. We got to meet a lot of people. I put that vlog out last week, Christmas Eve. And that's the main plus right there was everybody in this community that we got to meet, everybody that's reached out, people that would call that, when I was hurting. Nice to know I've changed a habit. Yeah. Hasn't been easy because, and I don't mean this in any disrespect to a true addict, but once an addict, always an addict. It is hard to break that, be it whatever it is. You have an addiction, and mine is very minor compared to anything else in this world. It is soda. But it's still an addiction, and every once in a while I get that that feeling of wanting to go, and had to buy soda for Christmas. Had family over Christmas Day. And I'm like, oh, I got to go buy soda because, my mother drinks some, the kids, and it's sitting there, and it's talking to me as I walk to the bathroom. It's like, open me, drink me. But yeah, I remember watching that. Thanks, William.
Yeah, soda's very like coffee. I can't get through my day without a coffee.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot more of that lately. Way too much.
But then again, I like drinking my coffee black. No sugar, no cream.
Oh God, no. No.
If you put sugar and cream in it, might as well be drinking soda. It's all sugar.
Well, that's the problem. I haven't cut back on sugar. God, I can't stop eating cookies. All the desserts during Christmas. I still put, 2 or 3, well, about 2 sugars in this cup. It's the sensation of drinking that fizzy drink.
Have you tried seltzer?
I don't want to try anything like that because it's just going to make me want to drink soda.
Because I tell you what, I never was a seltzer fan, like a lime or a lemon seltzer. Just giving that fuzz in the back of your throat, it'll help.
No, see, I'm afraid having that fuzz is going to make me want to go drink the real stuff, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys take over for a second?
Can you get sugar? Can you get like diet and sugar-free sodas and stuff over there?
Marco, hold that question first.
Uncommon still over there. Oh, we gone. Because over here now, fizzy drinks, soda, it's become very popular to get sugar-free versions.
Yeah, well, we have the diet.
Kind of improved. Yeah, when they first came out, a number of years ago, they tasted completely different to the regulars. But now the taste is very similar between the diet, the sugar-free, and the full sugar one.
Over in England, they also don't like or don't approve some of the preservatives or some of the ingredients that we use over here. So that
it is true. We do. Yeah, the government over here have introduced something called a sugar tax. So it's more expensive to buy soda, fizzy drinks with sugar in than it is to buy ones with no sugar. The government introduced that a couple of years ago, and it was basically to tackle obesity because there's an issue with sort of childhood obesity becoming more of a problem over here. So the government decided, well, that's caused by sugar, so let's start taxing sugar. So
see, you know what we did? We just threw all that tea that that was taxed in the harbor. Just start throwing your sugar.
Sorry about that, guys.
Have it. I'm joking.
Sorry.
By the way.
I couldn't hear anything. Oh, was that the tea overboard?
Well, I made, they're talking about the sugar tax. I said they should just start tossing it in the harbor.
Oh, what there? Yeah. Here's the other. You know what? We're talking about ups and downs in 2020. Here's the other downer. You have the heart attack. They put you on like 1 million medications, literally. Well, 8 in that case for me. And one of them, I couldn't even get through a stream without having to go use the little boys' room. That doesn't hurt too. That you're drinking about 9 of these a day too.
Whoa! You're just holding up a bottle of yellow water.
It's water.
You're talking about not making it through a stream.
No, I make it to the bathroom. It's like, wow.
I'm joking.
Yeah, well, you never know. Look at it.
Hold on, wait a second.
Ain't that clear, is it? No, you got some problems.
Well, you're not hydrated enough,
right? I don't want, Emily. I don't want to taste any carbonated anything because I'm going to want my soda. I want to want my stuff.
I tell you what, I used to love Coca-Cola, and it was hard to beat Coca-Cola. Going to diet soda was better for me in the long run. But now that I've gotten used to the diet soda, when I'm having soda, drinking regular soda, it's like cotton candy in a cup. I can't do it.
Yeah.
What's up, Tina? Board game, Tina.
Hey, Marco, how are
Hello.
you? Oh, hey, Tracy.
Look at that name, still be Tracy. We had a board game stream and she cheats. She PayPal'd the guy who was hosting the stream to shuffle the cards right so she would win.
Those are lies.
Or at least
lies.
me.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Don't tell him. You smell like beef and cheese.
So tell me, Marco, Tracy, and Tina, now that you're here, we're not rewinding, Tina.
Fine.
Hey, you know what? You were in that group from the beginning. It's not my problem. You saw it an hour and 20 minutes later.
No, it is not your problem. It is my own.
You wanted all 3 kids. No, but seriously, 2021. What do you see for yourself in 2021? George Priestley, welcome in. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey. Well, we'll let Tina go first, since she's just showed up and hadn't had time to think about it. Shoot off the cup.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Well, I'll go first then. I mean, for me,
Yeah, go ahead,
obvious one
because
is
she just got here. She doesn't even know what the hell she's doing. But go ahead.
I'm gonna become a dad for the first time, so that's kind of the biggest thing that's gonna happen to me in 2021. It's an easy one.
Well, notice you have a lot of friends here, and I'm sure you have friends there too, but you have a lot of friends in this community, a lot of fathers who will have plenty of advice to offer. I guarantee 98% of it is pointless or worthless.
Get sleep now. Get sleep
That's
now.
what everybody's telling me. Everybody's telling me, get sleep now. And I'm like,
Well,
I don't get sleep now anyway. So
It won't matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, I'm just saying, nap when they nap. That's about the only way I can say.
I used to work nights, so it worked out for me. I used to come home. The wife used to go to work. The ex-wife used to go to work. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. Hello from Cinderella's Royal Table. I don't know why you like rubbing those things in, Sam, but that's fine. We still love you. It's like the other one going to Santa. Also, no, that bread place. Going to the bakery.
the bread place.
The other one's going to the bakery. Surrounded by animals. We have that here too. It's called pigeons and dogs. See, we have a Sanaa here too. No, but my ex-wife used to go to work. I used to work nights, and I used to come home, and that was the greatest thing. I used to give him a bottle. I used to put him in a swing. And I'm thinking of my oldest son. I used to put him in that those battery powerized swing, and put something on TV, and I'd lay on the couch. And once I saw his eyes starting to close, I'm like, perfect. I'm going to beat you to it, buddy. And I close mine and be like, this is great. He'll start crying when he wakes up, and we'll be all right. But yeah, definitely sleep when he sleeps. Don't be afraid to take a nap.
Todd Baker said, I had twins. Nap when they nap never worked.
Ooh, Todd, yeah.
Nope.
Oof.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
We stopped at one. When you stop at perfection.
Kenzie will tell you that too.
Kenzie definitely will tell you that.
Right? Just ask Kenzie.
Just ask her. She'll tell you. She's perfect.
Mhm.
That's why I'm around, to keep her humble. That's why I joined YouTube, just to keep her humble.
I'm glad I just heard my wife. What the heck is that?
That's Tina. She's taking off.
What is like Jason vacuum in the room on your?
Gosh, no, it's my computer.
She has
That's your computer.
Yeah.
What is it? An old Macintosh from 1982?
No, it's actually.
Is Jason behind it with the pull string to make it start?
No. She's got those old sewing machines with the pedal.
Right.
That's what she's doing. She's got the pedal on the floor.
She's not trying to make her tree swing, even though that's Jason's job. She's over there pedaling. That's what it is.
She's trying to keep that power.
Whoa.
Oh,
How do we
that's
get
what
the
it is.
tree swinging? Whoa. Back that up.
People who can visit Disney are considered evil by us in the UK since we can't jokes. We are just jealous. I'm like, Sarah and Robert, you're coming on my stream this weekend. I wouldn't, think of some of these guests. I wouldn't be picking on them just yet. Let's wait until after the stream. But say hello to Sarah and Robert. They will be they will be my guests this Saturday on get to know them.
Not everybody can just go down to Disney whenever they like.
Yeah.
So there are some states that says if you leave the state for longer than 24 hours, you have to come back and quarantine for.
Yeah, that's a lot of states, but some people just don't listen.
Yeah.
Well, again, we can't even get them. There's no flights out there. We can't get from the UK.
No, but you can go to Cuba.
Well, if you start swimming, well, listen, if you
You're
start
laughing,
swimming
but
now,
what's his Karina and Lee just went to Cuba for 2 weeks. CNL wandering.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's nice. You're like 82 miles away. You can see Miami from there.
fly to
You can
Cuba,
get there, but you can't get over.
fly to Cuba, start swimming. You'll make Miami.
Learn to
Listen, there's proof
Problem
that
solved.
people can make it. Trust me,
Oh.
there's a lot of proof that people can make it.
vote.
Pearl says, I'm in the U.S. and I'm jealous. The memories and the moments you will have will far outweigh the sleep deprivation. And I can't see this. This Christmas season has been the best in years. My daughter understanding more, and our son having first Christmas. That's awesome, Ryan. Yeah, I
absolutely.
mean, we joke. I mean, Tina jokes, even though she's trying to throw all kids outside or out in the snow in the cold. As you can hear, she's got the 4-year-old vacuuming right now.
Well,
You know,
I mean, she's got 3 kids. She's got a sweatshop in the other room. They're sewing. You know,
right?
the one kid's like, "Mom, my fingers hurt." And
How do you think?
Keep going.
How do you think all the ears get made? She hasn't been to Disney to buy ears. Those are all the kids are making them in the basement.
the one kid says, "Mom, my fingers hurt." Jason's in the other room going, "Well, your back's gonna hurt. You got landscaping duty tomorrow." That's from a movie, by the way.
Caddyshack.
No, it's
Oh.
what's it? Happy Gilmore.
Pearl, yes, some states don't want you to leave your house.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about the kids. Some states don't want your kids to leave your house either. You can't get them out. Leave already. Find a job. Go do something.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we joke. You know, I miss. I mean, my oldest is 22, 21, 22, whatever he's going to be, 22. Blaine, what's going on, buddy? Really creative travel. Welcome in. You know, I miss, when they were younger, the two older ones. And even the 17-year-old now graduates this year. And, the 8-year-old, he's just growing up. And before you know it, it's all over. I might get a lot of backlash for this. I might. But I'm hoping for grandkids real soon.
I'm not.
I love kids. I love babies. I'm hoping for grandkids real soon.
I can tell you I'm not.
Maybe when Marco's allowed over here, he can come bring his newbie.
Marco, let me ask you a serious question, Marco.
Go on.
Does that put a damper on any future Disney trips?
Yes.
What are you looking around for?
Well, just to see if my wife was in earshot.
Why? What, does Beth still
Well,
think
I mean,
she's coming? She's coming to Disney real soon.
No, I think if we weren't pregnant, we would probably be coming back to Disney in the next year or so. But obviously, that's not going to happen.
All right, skip a couple of
with it.
formulas. Skip a couple. Make the diapers a little extra heavy.
Well, we
Save a little bit.
We will definitely be coming back because obviously when our child is old enough to appreciate
No,
this,
right,
we want to
right.
Back.
I mean, would you be one of those? Would you be one of those parents? And I'm not knocking those parents. I'm really not. Please don't think that I'm knocking them. I was just wondering if you would be one of those parents to bring a 1-year-old to Disney World.
No, we wouldn't do that. No.
Right.
We don't think. Well, they're not going to appreciate it. We think it'd be a bit. Again, personally, I know people do this, and it's nothing. It's for everybody to make their own decision.
Exactly.
For us personally, no, we don't feel that it would be fair on a 1-year-old to do a transatlantic flight and then subject them to that kind of climate. Obviously, because the UK is a lot colder than Florida. Even if we go out of season in Florida, the heat and the humidity, Beth struggled with it when we went over last year. That's the first time she'd ever experienced that. So we can't really. We think it would be unfair to put a 1-year-old in that environment. So no, we're not going to be coming over when the baby's that young. But when they're a little bit older and they can kind of understand and appreciate it, then absolutely we're going to be there.
Yeah, I agree. That, and you don't want to put everybody in that plane through a 1-year-old crying all the way here. No.
I mean, again, if we lived in Florida and the baby was born in that humidity, in that environment, didn't have to travel far. Yes, we'd take a 1-year-old to Disney. I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Right.
But again, because we're so far away, transatlantic, different climate, yeah, it's not going to happen.
All right, so I see it's going to be another 4 years before I meet Marco in person. But, oh well.
Well, it may be, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Pearl said
I
she
mean,
has,
but I mean, that's the interesting thing because we were before we got pregnant, we were planning on going back to Disney, but this time we weren't just planning. Oh, we want to do this, right? We want to do that. We were planning like, oh, we want to see so and so. We want to meet up with this person. We want to see, And it's. I know you said this before on one of the streams, Carlos. You go to Disney now, not for Disney, but to meet people, to meet friends that you've made through this community.
That's our future trips.
Yeah.
That's and my in-laws they've gone on a few trips with us, and I guess we all plan on going together for the next one. And the wife already knows, and I don't have to tell her, she knows. Prepare your parents to, we're not going to be going to the park because we're going to go see Magic Kingdom. No, we're going to go to the park because that's the park pass that Jeff and Angela have. Well, that's the park pass that Walt and Melissa had. It's got nothing to do anymore with. We've ridden all the rides. We have. Okay, thanks, Tina. I'm about to mute Tina. No,
Microphones, I want to see. Is that better?
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your earbuds have mics on them, right?
Yeah, but for some reason it's not picking it up, and this is the best one. This.
Oh, I don't hear it. I thought she had an ear dry. She was blowing her hair with that. What is that? Hair dry. What was I saying? No, we've ridden all the rides. We've seen all the shows. I mean, yeah, you got Harmonious coming up. Of course, we want to see that. But yeah, from here on out, going to Disney is booking a trip and being like, yeah, and I bring up Jeff and Angela all the time, and I always will. They are family. It's booking a trip and being like, what are we doing that week? And when I mean we, I mean what's Michaela and Abby doing that week? What's Zach and Ethan doing? I put the 16-year-old with the little 8-year-old, but what are we doing that week? It's no more. We're going to Disney to go to Magic Kingdom 3 times. I can care less. It's let's go grab something to eat with this our dreams. Let's go, do this with Mouse Talk. Let's go, try to run into Jeff, Josh and Jenner and Paige and Mr. Marr and all of that. That's what it's all turned into now.
Yeah.
But I still like my time in the park. I mean,
Yeah, I still like my time in the park, but I like it more now with everybody else.
See, the last time me and Ken's was down there, the only people that we actually met up with was when we met Josh and Jenna, and then we hung out with Donna and Arjons back in November last year. But it wasn't like a huge meetup. Like, I think the next time we go down, and I have a feeling that me, Jeff, and Angela, Kenzie, and Billy, we'll have a good time together. We're not going to say, hey, listen, and we've told them before, listen, you got things to do. You got things to do. We got things to do. You can't. I mean, it's like going down a big family vacation. You can say, hey, listen, we're all going to Magic Kingdom, and we're like, well, I don't want to go. I don't care. We're all going to Magic Kingdom today. You got to be fluid, and I'm looking forward to that fluidity with everybody that I can get a chance to. I mean, I think last November when we were down there, Angela and Abby were there. Again, just new to the station, so we really didn't say, let's take that option to go over and say hi. Kick myself in the butt again, because this is something we became very good friends with those guys. I mean, we're still doing pizza. We're doing pizza on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. We're doing pizza making stream on New Year's Day.
We're going to my in-laws. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you meant.
You want to come down here and make pizza?
You might be better off. You know what? I made pizza for lunch. Like, I like making homemade pizza. I love making homemade pizza.
I've gotten better at it. The pizza stones definitely helped.
I use I just use a nonstick cookie tray, but like a real big one. I make a square pizza.
All right, Carlos, I think my wife has gotten dinner ready. I am
Nice.
about to hop
I
off.
think mine just left to go pick ours up, but I don't know why because it's really early. But okay,
5:30 is early.
I have another half hour to stream. I don't want my food cold. I don't like my food
That's a good
cold.
point. Touche.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
No, hey Tracy, thank you.
I'll see you guys very soon. Tina,
Good to see you, Tracy.
Okay.
Take care.
pick out the book that we want to be reading, Tina.
You pick it out.
I'm not picking it out. I picked out the last one.
I pick up the last one.
No, I picked up the 2 ones ago.
Okay, so
I
this
picked
is what
up
having
iRobot.
siblings is like.
Catherine, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, believe me.
All
No.
day, yes.
Well, then you go to
Then you have really good siblings. You have really good kids. That if that's the extent of their fighting, you have great
No.
kids,
I'm yesing the pineapples on pizza.
huh?
I was yesing the
I don't think
pineapples on pizza.
I don't think Tracy saw it. Pineapple on pizza. No.
All right, I'm begging out. Billy Joe,
All
just
right,
text
brother.
me and tell me to get off. Thanks,
Hey,
Carlos. Have a
Hey,
good
Happy
day.
New
Guys,
Year, man.
Marco. And there's a doggy.
Yes, it is. And
Carlos,
on that
did
note-
you mean to post that in the chat?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
No. And I'm gonna go before she gets you in trouble for having a kid on the stream.
No, she's fine. She's been on a stream before, hasn't she? Oh, he has.
On
Well,
yours?
so,
Well, I don't know. Everyone has their settings set differently, so I don't want to, if it's set for not kids. Anyways, but I do though. I do have to go. I just wanted to come on and say, Carlos, Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year, Tina, to you too. You and Jason, you and Flipper. I think is he still mad at me because I outed him?
No, he came in shaking his fist at me, going, "You did this. This is your fault." So, no, it's all good. He enjoys your streams. If he wasn't doing stuff right now, he'd probably be watching. So,
It's all right. We all have lives to live.
yeah.
Well, Happy New Year to you and the family.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Have a
happy
good
New Year,
night.
Tina.
I'm glad I know you, Carlos. It's been a pleasure.
I'm glad I know me too. But I'm mad that I can't read. Never mind. My wife's texting me something, and I sent her out with a coupon for something, and it expired. So now I'm getting crap.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll leave you to it then. Bye, guys.
See you, Tina. Bye.
Kenyon says, Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, I did mean to put the link out in the chat. If anybody wants to come say Happy New Year or talk about this year, feel free to come on.
So, Carlos, if your wife's gone out to get food, you need to make sure your Bluetooth's turned off, remember?
And I did.
You did it.
Didn't you hear me? Didn't you hear me say, I'm glad I heard my wife outside? And I flicked down and I shut the Bluetooth off real quick. I did. Yeah. I heard her walking out the door. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. She was about to take over stream. And she's texting me and I'm texting her. Guys, I don't know what to do. I gave her a coupon to Burger King that I guess expired 5 days ago. Whatever, just pay the regular price. I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. No, it doesn't matter. Wait a minute. Everybody's gonna Marco, carry the stream, Marco. I'm
Well, I'll tell you what, whilst
I'm
you're
about to
doing
put
that,
her on stream and argue with her.
Yeah, you should do.
She's confusing me. They don't check the dates. Just give them the coupon code. And if I talked about 2020, it wouldn't last long. However, I'm blessed with what I have and blessed to know you all. Same here, really.
Yeah.
Blaine, very well said. What is it? 139. Oh, she's writing back. Read. I'm heading there now. I'm trying to stream. You want me to read text? Just give them the code. Them the code. They don't know the dates. Oh my gosh. Tuesdays have become so complicated. So yeah, I mean, besides being a dad 2021, Marco, I mean, do you plan on doing more with the streaming or
Yeah, I'd like to.
other ideas besides the fireworks?
Well, it's hopefully more fireworks. I do like going to. We have a big competition each year in the UK called the British Musical Fireworks Championships, where big
Really?
professional companies choreograph fireworks to music, and it's a competition held over 3 nights. It's like 7 different companies each doing like a 15-minute show, and it's incredible. And they go every year, but of course this year everything's been cancelled. So I'm hoping next year for some more firework displays that I can actually go and watch and enjoy and live stream as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to next year.
Sorry, I was listening. I didn't know this was this complicated. What happened here? How did this pop up? My YouTube chat just popped up. Tuesday's BK night. Kenyon, Tuesdays is I don't cook because I do the cooking because I'm here. So this would be hard. This would be hard for me to be in the kitchen, even though I just ran through the kitchen to go use the restroom. But
I don't know. I think one Tuesday you should do that. You should cook whilst we stream because there'd be shenanigans there for sure.
there'd be something. It would be something, all right. Be a lot of swearing too. We do Wednesdays pizza. No, I mean Tuesday is takeout no matter what. Right now in Canyon, me and you are the only ones going to know what I'm talking about. But Classic is still closed, and that's the only pizza joint we like around here. So they're closed due to COVID. A couple of workers in there had it, so they closed down. So it's whatever. I had coupons on the fridge for BK. They expired on the 20th. Just give them the date. Just give them the code. And if not, just pay the regular price. Who cares? Once a month, you should replicate a Disney dish, Tonga toast. I've never had Tonga toast. Suzanne had it this trip. So, no. And replicate a dish once a month? No. Maybe. I don't know. I tried a couple of recipes. Kenyon, you got to go back on my streams. There's a couple of uploads of cooking dishes, Portuguese stuff, and there's a lot out there. I got 202, uploads already on my channel. So, Wally and Toy Story. What about him? Oh, your mugs. The Disney Andy got 2 mugs. Oh, you know what I saw him post earlier? You got some snow out there, huh?
We did, yeah. We got about half an inch of snow here.
Oh my God! So the country must really be
screwed. So, well, I mean, to be fair, the country's kind of in lockdown anyway, so it's not made much difference.
But still,
but normally,
snow for you guys,
half an inch of snow would normally grind the country to a halt. It really would. It's crazy. We're just not geared up for it at all. I mean, even in the autumn, in the fall, when we get leaves, I mean, sometimes that will cancel trains and cause all sorts of. Because there's leaves on the line. Leaves on the train line. And it's just like, come on, it's the 21st century. Can we not deal with leaves on the train line?
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I need Blaze.
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow.
Yeah, I had seen it. I think I saw Wendy Lou post something this morning too on her Instagram or Twitter or something about that. Something, I don't know, something about the roads. And I started laughing. I'm like, oh my God, a half an inch of snow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We've got a foot of snow here. We're still, tracking out to the mall and go shopping.
Yeah. I guess it's just because it's so rare over here. We just don't it's not a high priority for councils and things to deal with.
No, I guess not. Tuesday is Pizza Tuesday for my autistic son. We have to order Domino's hand tossed pepperoni and bacon pizza. That somewhat sounds good, except for the Domino's part. I'm not a Domino's fan. Just really,
I'm not a Domino's fan either, and I'll tell you
really
why.
Because you all love that out there in the UK. That's all. I'm sorry, not Domino's. Pizza Hut. Everybody on Twitter I follow from the UK. It's like everybody they have a party because they're ordering Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
it's like it's like I almost said a word that I shouldn't be saying on the stream. It's an explosion of excitement. Let me use that term. To not say the word, but your son has good taste, Kenyon says. I mean, the pepperoni and the bacon I can do if it was. I'm a family. What's the word I'm looking for? A mom and pop pizza joint. I love those. The family owns it. It's right there in the corner. They make the best pizza. These Domino's and Pizza Huts. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't use Domino's on principle because I used to work in the event industry, so I used to do a lot of concerts and arena shows and things like that. But I did a lot of corporate conferences as well. And one year I did a corporate conference for Domino's UK.
Yeah.
And basically, it was in Liverpool, and it was their kind of sales conference. So they had all their Domino's people coming from all around the UK to this conference. And one of the things they did in this conference was a competition to see who could make 15 pizzas the fastest from all these different Domino's stores. And it was all on stage, and they all, big kind of competition, all making like 15 pizzas, not actually cooking them, just kind of assembling them. So you had there's about 5 different teams, each making 15 pizzas. So you can imagine all these pizzas made at the end. And at the end, they didn't cook them. Competition was over, conference was finished. All these pizzas, they didn't get cooked, they just got thrown in a bin. And I was just like, why not just cook them and just go and give them out to the homeless on the streets?
Right.
Or something. And it was just such a waste. And I was just like, how can they do that? So out of principle, no, I refuse to use Domino's because of that.
Domino's is just, Ryan says it's overpriced. Probably there in the UK, it's cheap here. Like Pearl says, it's close, it delivers, it's cheap. He prefers it. I can't eat pizza anymore, so I don't care. As long as he prefers it, Pearl, that's all that matters, of course. If that's his choice, God bless him. Let him enjoy that pizza. I mean, don't get me wrong. My kids love Domino's. Will I eat it if I have no choice? If it's one of those deals like the kids want Domino's, I don't feel like going somewhere else, I'll eat it. But it is at the bottom. Actually, Pizza Hut would be really at the bottom. No, even Papa John's. I mean, there's so many of those franchise pizza joints for me. It's when the dough comes in a big truck and delivered to your place. I like these mom and pop pizza joints that mix the dough themselves and they're up that early in the morning getting the dough ready.
Yeah.
That's the good ones. But Domino's for UK is great, but you have many other better options in the UK. Do you have more Italian pizzas out there? Let me rephrase that, because now we're going to talk about pizza joints. Do you have like mom and pop pizza joints there?
They're mainly chains and franchises. So we have Papa John's, we have Pizza Hut, we have Domino's.
Well, I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you if you had any mom and pops. Are they owned by more Italians or more Greeks? Because here in general, like right here, when I mean here, I mean like Rhode Island, Southeast Massachusetts. 90% of the pizza joints are owned by Greeks.
Interesting. All
yeah.
Right. No, over here it's more Italian. I mean, that's what we associate pizza with. I'm not aware of any kind of Greek-run pizzerias. I mean, I'm sure there will be some, but no, it's more Italian.
Here, it's definitely more Greeks. Thanks, John, for popping in, buddy. Happy New Year to you and your family. And happy birthday to your daughter. I believe it was today. Was it yesterday? I can't remember when I saw the message, and I know I said happy birthday to her, but I think it was today. I don't remember. I apologize. Tim Pruitt, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for popping in. I know England, Portugal asked me what my favorite Portuguese food is. Octopus. Octopus stew is my favorite.
Mm.
Yes. Ilana say malasadas, yes, which is a Portuguese doughboy. I can eat a few dozens of those, yes. Especially if my mother makes them. And what he's saying, pastel de nata, it's a custard pie. You know what? Speaking of Portuguese, Marco, do you guys have a lot there in the UK? Well, where you
Portuguese wise, I'm trying to think of Portuguese. No, I don't think we have that many Portuguese restaurants. I mean, the cuisines that are sort of popular over here are Chinese, Indian. They're the kind of the main ones that you can kind of find in any high street.
I figured Indian because every time I've always heard that there is a lot of and when we mean Indian, we mean literally from India, not Indians like we're used to here. I've always heard that there is a lot of Indians, a lot of Pakistanis, and places like people like that in the UK.
There are. I mean, where I live in Greater Manchester, there's a place in North Manchester called Rusholme, and they actually have the main high street is called the Curry Mile, and it's literally a mile of curry houses.
Wow!
And it's actually called the Curry Mile, and it's quite famous in the UK for that. So yeah, we do have Indian Pakistani communities around the UK, and that's kind of where these cuisines kind of really flourish.
Yeah. See, we got our handful. We have our share of Indians here. They own, a lot of them own the bodegas and some hotels and stuff. But I am not even sure if we have an Indian restaurant around.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really every high street here in the UK, in any town, you'll find an Indian and a Chinese
Yeah,
takeaway or restaurant.
yeah. You said Chinese too. Me and Dan were talking about Chinese food. It's a big difference between the Chinese food here and the Chinese food there,
Mm.
the way it's made. And I'd like to see some of it from there. I gotta look up some photos and see what it looks like from compared to here and there.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law in Portuguese, I'm assuming this is Portuguese, will call him whenever he has a roast chicken. He'll rip it down to the bone. Yeah, well, I remember my own family like killing the chickens in the backyard and skinning them, and yeah, good old days. Good old days of being a child. Stelnossen must be one of the most known pastry in Portugal overseas. It is. It's a custard. Well, it's a custard cake. It's a little. It's very small. It's not even a cake. It's more of a. It's more like made in a muffin tin
Mm.
than anything else. But what are we at? 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Marco, what do you got? You got anything?
We've covered quite a lot, haven't we? Considering this was the year in
We've gone
review.
everywhere.
We've
Yeah.
gone off
We've
and on.
covered everything except for the year in review. But I mean, we've had.
Well, let's bring it back to you then, Carlos. So obviously, you've had a challenging year with the heart attack and things.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now? Are you feeling? I mean, you've got over that, but kind of going forward, are you kind of feeling healthy and good and kind of positive, or here's a question: do they, when you've gone through all that in your hospitals and things there, do they just kind of, once you're recovered, do they just kind of say that's it, you're on your own, or do they kind of give you like lifestyle kind of health, food, nutrition advice on what you can do to kind of help going forward?
They set me up with a nutritionist. I've seen and spoken to a couple of them. And I see my doctor now every 3 months, which I was supposed to see today, but I had to postpone because she wants me to see a different doctor, a specialist, before I go see her. Let's put it this way, for you men out there, I'm getting to that age where they want to stick the finger not in my ear, but somewhere else. So I got to see him next week. But no, they definitely don't kick you out the door and be like, all right, go live, go figure it out. But no, I've had nutritionists and because of the diabetes, so my doctor's on top of me with a lot of things. How I am feeling in general, I'm not gonna lie, I feel good. It's been 6 months, but it's been what, 5 months? 5 months since the last set of stents went in. Recently, a little uncomfortable every once in a while, and every once in a great while. And if my wife is listening, she'll be like, "Why didn't you tell me?" But I have told her. No, I have told her. I maybe it's just heartburn. But now anything in the chest area to me is like, oh shit, what's going on? Oh wow. Oh boy, what's going on? And I just zip slip. Dreamers Empire, what's going on, Dean? Dean, I have an alternatives for you. No. What's going on, Dean? But no, I've had a couple of pains lately, and it's it's in my mind, but they've gone away unlike in the past. So So to me, maybe it's just something I slept wrong, or I just did something wrong. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I'll see her every time I see my doctor. They do the AKG, so they do the full blast. But I've lost a lot of weight. As you can, I'll have it for the 1 year anniversary. But you go back, you go watch my first stream, how fat my face was compared to now. And I've gone down 3 pant sizes. No, from a 38 to a 34. So I've a lot of this zip slip. Yeah, Dad, Bill, did you catch that one? But no sympathy from women. No, I know that, but I'm not ready to see that doctor. Do you have to spray you have a spray or medication to take when you get any pain? Well, I have. Yes, I have the nitro pills, but I've never taken them, and I probably never will, because it's not that kind of pain. It's just like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
So, trust me, it ain't the heart attack pain because I will remember that forever. I know when that is. I heard sheesh. Yeah, sheesh. That's what you said, right? That's what I said. Your mind is on high alert now. Every little bump and oh yeah, every little pain, every little. Again, I mean, people you learn the symptoms of a heart attack. You see the commercials. Oh, you have pain going down to your arm, or even you see it in movies. A guy grabbing for his arm. Listen, it's all real. My heart attack, I felt it. I felt the arm pain, the hand tingling. It's all real. Everything they tell you, it's no joke. You feel all of that. The only thing I didn't know about was the pain in the middle of your shoulder blades in your back. That's another tell. That one I had, but I didn't know until the doctor asked, do you have any pains? And I pointed, told my wife to point where I was feeling it, and they said, yep, that's a perfect sign that you're having a heart attack. Oh well, another thing to look out for. But.
So having gone through all that and kind of come out the other side, has it changed your perspective, your outlook on life?
Oh, it wakes you up. Woke me up.
Yeah.
Woke me up. That's why we kept the trip, Marco. I'll be honest.
Yes, I know.
You
told me.
That's why we kept the trip, because, I mean, my wife says it. It's true. It was a minor heart attack.
Oh, have you frozen? Okay, Carlos is frozen. Either that or he's keeping very still. Well, hopefully he'll come back in a few minutes. But oh, there he is. Oh, we've got double Carlos now. Is he back? Well, you've not got any audio. Oh, there we are. We're back. Are we? No, we're back. Two frozen.
We never were.
Okay.
We both. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. My phone ain't coming back on. I don't know what's wrong with my phone.
Okay, well, you're back now.
Yeah, but I'm back to the one that lags. I'm trying to turn the phone back on. Hold on.
So your New Year's resolution, I think, Carlos, is to get some new upgraded technology. 2021.
Hold on.
Oh.
All right. Are we good? We're good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
What the hell was that? I know my wife just came home. Bluetooth is off, so there's no reason that's not happening. Heart attack is a heart attack. It's like being a little bit pregnant. Yeah, right. Maybe. I don't know. But no, what was I saying? No, I saw my father had his, so, it was minor, but
yeah, it's still a wake up, isn't it?
But it's still one of those that it runs in my family. So I know, am I due for the big one? I guess, I think so. So there was no way in heck I was canceling that trip, because you don't know what the next one is.
Yeah.
The world was not ready for two Carloses. No, it was not. Nope. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a stream where Marco is just going to interview me.
Well, that's true, because you're always interviewing all the UK Disney people, and nobody's interviewing you. So, yeah, we should do that.
Maybe we should. All right, guys. You know what? It's been 2 hours. It's I think Brandy and Dave are on at 6. I didn't check today to see if they're actually on or not. But if they're not, I mean, I'm sure somebody else is on it for you guys to go watch. My wife just got home with food. I don't know what. I don't know what she paid, because coupon or not, we'll see. But
well, tune in next week, folks, and find out.
Yeah, we'll tune in next week and find out. We'll see. Marco, do you have anything coming up? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm doing a live stream on New Year's Eve from my back garden with some fireworks. Nice. So it's going to be at 11:30 p.m. UK time, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Eve, for some live fireworks from my back garden. So,
I thought you were going to supply the fireworks for some mutual friends of ours and their.
Yes, it's going to be a simulcast. So it's
Oh,
going
is
to
it?
be
Oh, so you are going to be
simultaneous. Yes.
with well, then I can say it. You are going to
Yeah.
be with Saturday discussions then, and the rest
That's
of
right.
them.
Yeah, they're
Awesome.
going to be picking up.
I
They're
hadn't
going to
heard
be picking up my
anything.
live feed.
I hadn't heard anything since, so I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't want to mention. But
Yeah, no, that's right. They're going to be taking a copy of my feed and streaming that at the same time
awesome.
as I do. So yeah, that should be fun. So
that
that's
should
on this coming Thursday. I think it's New Year's Eve, isn't it? Thursday.
2 more days.
2 more days. Yeah. So 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So sort of half an hour before midnight our time. So yeah, that should be good fun. Looking forward to that. So.
Me too. Now, I mean, not that I wasn't looking forward to Saturday discussions, but now, yeah, no, me too, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Marco. You want to put your own link up? Please do, because I don't see any other mod doing it right now.
I will find it. Yes.
Yeah, put your own link up. Ryan, thank you. Take care. Best of 2021. You as well. You and your family. Yeah, I mean, again, thank you, everybody. That's because this is the last show of 2020 for the last 41 episodes. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in. I know I had 10 people watching the first one. We had 30 something today, constant. And I mean, I've always said it's not about the numbers, but it's nice to see that everybody comes and watches. Especially this guy, again, a neighbor, both Disney fans. Not you. What the? I hate when that happens. I know I picked somebody else. This guy, Kenyon, there again, nice guy, great family. Literally down the road, way down the road. Like I said, in the nice part of Tiverton. But thank you, every single one of you all. I hope 2021 is better for you. If 2020 was horrible, like Jeff said, he had nothing to complain about 2020. Some of us did, some of us didn't. Kenyon, you as well, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your year. Enjoy the rest of your night. 2021 starts off. Claire, Happy New Year, was listening in. I love these ninja listeners because that's great. But thank you, Claire. I appreciate it. And I'll start off 2022. Listen, I'll start off 2022. Something. 2021 with another interview. Sarah and Robert on Saturday at 10 a.m. Why not? Just keep it going. And like I said, I have plans for a 1 year anniversary, which we'll see how that goes. My wife, like I said, has called me nuts. But besides that, everybody, please, you should be staying home because we should be staying home. Surfer Girl, Cherie, welcome in. We're about to sign off. We are signing off. 2020, I got 2 new babies born into our family. That's awesome, Cynthia.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is it. I mean, it has been a challenging year, but there are good news stories out there.
No, there is. There's a bunch. There is a bunch. Yeah. But if it was bad 2020, God, we're all wishing everybody a great 2021. But like I was saying, we should be staying home. Hey, Carlos, great decision on enjoying and making memories with your family on a trip. Thank you. I can never pronounce that name. Saru. I can't. I don't know. She or he needs to tell us how to pronounce it. My point is, don't drink and drive. If you're gonna drink, call a ride. If anything, you should be staying home anyway. So drink at home. Drink whatever you want. Just keep everybody else in your mind when you're drinking, not just your own. That being said, I thought Cynthia just said, "Who's popping in now?" Isaac, we're leaving, buddy. Oh, Isaac, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Isaac, I'm signing off. Isaac.
Yeah. I would like to sign on with you guys. Just wanted to. But
well, here's Isaac, but here we are leaving. I am signing off. Pronounce it however you like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That builds. You found me in 2020. It was good for me. Not sure how Carlos feels. I'd love to stay on longer, but everybody's now popping around. But stay healthy, stay strong, and we'll see you next year
on the other side. Yeah.
Have a happy new year.